Tiff is holding a gun, her hands are shaking, but her eyes are locked in. She's standing face to face with the man who once controlled her life, Nuck. And just like that, everything we thought we knew about Tiff changes. The trailer doesn't. Show the shot, it doesn't have to. You can feel it in the silence if she pulls that trigger. It's not just the end of Nuck, it's the start of a whole new war in the Chi. Asterisk in the latest trailer for the Chi Season 7, Episode 11, 1. Moment stops everything. Tiff pointing a gun at Nuck. It's a bold image, and maybe the most powerful one we've seen from her yet. But to understand how we got here, we need to rewind. Because this isn't just about one scene. This is about years of pain, growth, and choices finally catching up to her. Asterisk Tiff has never been the violent one. From the early seasons, we saw her as someone trying to survive in a world full of power moves and dangerous men. She used her beauty, her wit, her connections, but she never chose violence. Not until now. This moment in the trailer shows a side of Tiff that's been building, in silence. And it raises one big question. Did she actually kill Nuck? Asterisk, let's break this down. Asterisk in the trailer, we see Tiff in a dark room. The lighting is cold, her face is hard to read, but she's not scared. She's focused. Nuck, on the other hand, looks like he didn't expect this. He's always seen her as a piece on the board, someone he could move around, control, protect when it suited him. But now the roles have flipped. Tiff's the one holding the power. The gun in her hand is more than just a weapon. It's a statement. She's done being scared. Asterisk, this moment doesn't come out of nowhere. Over the past few episodes, we've seen Tiff slipping further away from the life she used to know. She's tired of being someone's girl. Tired of living in fear. And most of all, tired of being used. When Nuck threatened her, or tried to, pull her back into his world, she didn't run this time. She stood still when now maybe she's ready to fight back. Asterisk, but let's not jump too fast. The trailer is smart. It cuts off right before we hear a shot. That's not by accident. The show wants us to ask, did she really pull the trigger? Or is this just a fake out? It's a classic move. Show us just enough to get our minds racing, but not enough to be sure. Asterisk still, here's something important. Whether she pulled the trigger or not, Tiff has changed. That decision, even thinking about it, is a point of no return. You can't just go back to normal after pointing a gun at someone like Nuck. The power balance has shifted. And that will have a ripple effect across the Chi. Asterisk, there's also another layer. Killing Nuck isn't just about revenge or anger. It might be about protection. We know Tiff has been trying to stay clean, protect her son, and build something better. Maybe she's realized that as long as Nuck is alive, she never be free. If that's the case, this isn't just a crime, it's a sacrifice. She's risking her life, her freedom, everything, just to give herself a chance to live without fear. Asterisk, of course, we can't ignore what this means for Emmett. Their relationship may be complicated, but there's still care there. And if Tiff really killed Nuck, Emmett's going to feel it. He's already caught between survival and fatherhood. If she calls him for help, what does he do? Turn his back? Or protect her, even if it means burning more bridges? Asterisk, bottom line, this scene in the trailer might be one of the most important moments of the season. Tiff holding that gun says more than any words could. It tells us the rules have changed. And whatever happens next won't be clean. Asterisk, there's a moment in the trailer that doesn't need guns or yelling to hit hard. It's quiet. Emmett is packing. Kiesha is watching him, her eyes filled with something between fear and hope. Then comes the voiceover. We can't stay here. Not anymore. It's simple. But if you've been watching the Chi, you know how big that line is. Emmett, born and raised in Chicago, is ready to walk away, and he's not going alone. Kiesha's leaving with him. Asterisk, let's talk about why this matters. Asterisk, for Emmett, Chicago has always been more than just home. It's where he hustled, grew up, became a father, made mistakes, found love, lost love, and fought to be better. Every block holds a memory, some good, most painful. And yet, no matter what came his way, he stayed. He always stayed. So for him to say we're leaving, it's not just a move. It's an act of surrender, or maybe an act of survival. Asterisk, this isn't just about location. It's about everything Emmett's gone through this season. From getting deeper into Douda's world to trying to protect his family while losing control of his life, it's clear he's reached a breaking point. Douda doesn't make clean exits. Once you're in for life or until it ends. Emmett knows that. And maybe now he's realizing the only way to win is to walk away before it's too late. Asterisk, now let's talk about Kiesha. Asterisk, her story is already heavy, kidnapped, abused, fighting to rebuild her life piece by piece. She's gone from victim to survivor, and from survivor to mother, partner, teacher, healer. And through all of it, she chose to stay strong, but strength has a cost. Maybe she's tired of being strong in a place that keeps testing her over and over again. Asterisk, when Kiesha looks at Emmett in the trailer, she doesn't look excited. She looks scared, because leaving isn't just brave, it's terrifying. It means letting go of everything you've ever known. But it also means protecting the most important thing, their peace. Asterisk, the relationship between Emmett and Kiesha has always been complicated, messy, real, and rooted in something deeper than just romance. It's about history, about second chances, about two people who've seen each other at their worst and still chose to love anyway. So when Emmett says he's leaving and Kiesha doesn't argue, that silence says everything. She's going with him, not because she's weak, but because she believes in something better for her child, for both of them. Asterisk, but here's the catch. Can you really outrun the streets of Chicago? Asterisk, that's the big question this episode might answer. Is this goodbye permanent or just a break before the next storm? Because even if Emmett and Kiesha leave the city doesn't always leave you. Especially when Douda still sees you as a loose thread. And if Tiff really killed Nuck, that just raises the stakes even more. Emmett won't be able to run far if Douda's empire starts falling apart, and he's seen as one of the ones who pulled the first brick. Asterisk, still, this move, even the thought of it, is powerful. Because it means Emmett and Kiesha are done playing defense. They're done reacting. They're choosing their own ending, even if just for a moment. It's not just about escape. It's about finally putting themselves first. Asterisk, so what does this mean for the Chi? If two of the most grounded, rooted characters are ready to bounce, what does that say about where things are headed? Is this a signal that the story is reaching a boiling point, that even love and loyalty aren't enough to survive what's coming next? Asterisk, one thing's for sure, if they really leave, things will never be the same. Asterisk, there's an old saying, power built on fear doesn't last. And in this week's trailer, we start to see the cracks in Douda's empire, cracks that are turning into full-blown breaks. This is a man who's ruled the Chi for seasons with cold control. He's smart, brutal, and always 10 steps ahead, but now he's slipping. And the people around him can smell it. Asterisk, one thing you'll notice in the trailer is how tense everyone looks. No one is smiling. No one is relaxed. The energy feels paranoid. That's what happens when a king's rule starts to collapse. Even his closest soldiers stop feeling safe. And if Tiff really did kill Nuck, then the game has officially changed. Douda may still be the face of fear, but fear doesn't protect you when your people stop respecting you. Asterisk, let's look at the signs. Asterisk, first, there's the silence. In past episodes, Douda's scenes were full of confidence. He gave orders, he made deals, he smiled because he knew he was in control. But now, we're getting quiet shots of him thinking, watching, trying to guess who's about to betray him. Next, the man who used to walk into every room like he owned it. Now looks like he's waiting to be stabbed in the back. Nuck was one of his most trusted men. And if Nuck is dead, especially by the hands of Tiff, someone Douda thought was harmless, that sends a message. No one is untouchable anymore. The people closest to Douda may start questioning their own safety. Who's next? Who does Douda really trust? And more importantly, who still trusts him? Douda built his power the same way every street king does, loyalty mixed with fear. But when that fear fades, when people stop flinching when you speak, all that's left is enemies. And the Chi is full of people who've been hurt by Douda. People who want him gone. Emmett, Victor, Tiff, even Bakari's side-eye says more than words. Everyone has a reason to see Douda fall. They just haven't made their move yet. Another big piece in this puzzle is Rob. We've seen him get deeper into this world, mostly to protect Tiff and keep his own hands clean. But when things explode, and if Tiff did kill Nuck, Rob might have to choose, stay loyal to Douda and risk losing everything, or stand by Tiff and become a target himself. And that's how empires fall, not in one big fight, but in a slow unraveling of loyalty. The trailer shows us short flashes that hint at something darker. A gun dropped on a floor, blood on someone's sleeve. A quiet conversation between Douda and a mystery character. None of it is confirmed, but it feels like the kind of chaos that's been coming for a long time. Douda might think he's still in control, but everything around him is shifting. People are moving in silence. And if he's not careful, he won't see the knife until it's in his back. Let's not forget, Douda has always been a survivor. He's faced jail, enemies, elections, and still came out on top. But survival comes with a cost. And sometimes, survival means losing the empire you built to save your own neck. If he senses real danger, he might start cutting ties, cleaning house, or worse, going on the attack. The real danger now. Desperation. A smart, powerful man is dangerous. But a smart, powerful man with nothing left to lose, that's deadly. And if that's who Douda is becoming, then everyone in the Chi better watch their back, because a crumbling king is still a king, and kings don't go down without a final move. But maybe, just maybe, his time is really up. And if that's true, this next episode might show us the first real fall of a man who thought he was invincible. The trailer for episode 11 is short, but it says a lot if you know how to read between the scenes. Fans are already picking it apart, frame by frame, and the theories coming out of it, some of them are wild, but some they make scary sense. Let's start with the biggest one. Tiff really pulls the trigger. There's a theory going around that the scene with Tiff and the gun is not a fake out, and that the showrunners have finally pushed her into that moment for a reason. But it's not just about killing Nuck, it's about shifting the power structure in the Chi. Viewers are pointing out that Tiff has been on a slow rise from side character to central figure. Taking out Nuck would put her directly into the heat of the Douda conflict and force Emmett to choose a side. That leads us to another huge theory. Emmett might betray Duda. Now. We've seen Emmett try to play smart. He took Douda's money. He played along, but every scene with them is colder. Emmett doesn't trust him, and maybe never did. If Emmett sees Kiesha and Tiff both being threatened, what choice does he have left? Some fans believe Emmett might be the one to flip on Douda, or even help bring him down legally. This could explain why he's trying to leave Chicago so fast, not just to escape, but to survive. Here's a twist people are talking about online. Victor might be planning a quiet takeover. It sounds wild, right? But hear this, Victor has the political clout. He stayed out of the gang violence recently, and people respect him. With Douda's hold slipping, Victor could slide into that vacuum. Not to run the streets, but to clean them up. Fans are saying we might be headed toward a bigger message, replacing fear with real leadership. And Victor could be that change. Asterisk, but it's not all politics and power. There are emotional theories, too. Asterisk, one emotional thread that fans are worried about is Paul Curry. People are saying he's too quiet, too still. That usually means something's coming. Some believe he might make a major move either against Douda or in revenge for something we haven't seen yet. He's young, angry, and stuck between loyalty and grief. If someone close to him dies, or if he finds out he's been used this whole time, he might be the wild card who sets the whole board on fire. Asterisk, and then there's the dark theory. Someone we love is going to die. Asterisk, it's just a feeling. The way this trailer is cut, the music, the tension, there's blood on someone's hands, a body out of frame, a scream that cuts off too soon. This feels like the episode where the story stops holding back. And in a show like The Chi, that means one thing, a gut punch is coming. Asterisk so. What happens next? Asterisk, does Tiff kill Nuck and start a war she can't escape? Asterisk, does Emmett become the target instead of the hero? Asterisk, does Kiesha really leave? Or does tragedy pull her back in? Asterisk, and most of all, can anyone stop Douda before he burns everything down? Asterisk, this episode looks like a turning point. The calm before the storm is over. Everyone's making moves, quiet moves, final moves. And it feels like we're heading straight into one of the most explosive episodes the Chi has ever delivered. Asterisk so. Now the question is, what do you think? Asterisk, did Tiff pull the trigger? Or was it just trailer editing magic? Asterisk, are Emmett and Kiesha gone for good? Or will the streets pull them back in? Asterisk, and who, if anyone, will make it out of this season alive? Asterisk, let us know your theories in the comments. We'll be reading every single one. Asterisk, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more breakdowns, and stay tuned because we'll be back right after episode 11 drops with all the aftermath. Asterisk.